Hello, and welcome to the Forecaster Learning Center. This video is all about helping you make a significant impact on the business you work for. We will help you understand what it means to drive a business, why it is important, and what your role is as the financial leader. In college, we focused on the material necessary to pass the CPA exam. This Learning Center builds on that foundation. It gives you the tools, techniques, and background you will need to be both the financial leader your company deserves and the financial leader you deserve to be. It is our mission at Forecaster to support the development of financial leaders of small to mid-sized companies across the U.S. In other words, we are here for you. Are you ready for the journey? Okay then, let's go. I have seen many companies struggle without the guidance of a good financial leader. Like a boat with nobody at the helm, the business drifts around aimlessly. A few years ago, I was hired by a company that was drifting and needed financial leadership. It needed somebody at the helm. The first day I was there, a senior vice president said to me, "Hey Jeff, the VP of sales is taking too many orders. We are growing too fast. We need to slow him down." Bob, in all my years as a businessman, I have never had that request before. Usually it's the opposite. Are you sure that's what you would like to do? Yes, of course it is. You know, when businesses grow too fast, they sometimes go out of business. Yes, I've heard of that. Are you sure that's what is happening here? It's obvious. The faster we grow, the less money we have to pay bills. This was a new one for me, so I discussed it with several other executives of the business and received the same feedback. It was apparent they were all burnt out. They viewed orders as problems, and nobody was pulling in the same direction. It seemed a little scary, but as their financial leader, I jumped in and started steering the ship. Before I walk you through the specific problems and solutions for this company, I want to introduce you to a couple of very important concepts of financial leadership. If you remember only one thing from this video, this is it. As long as you consider your primary mission to be reporting, the company you are working for will never have the financial leadership it deserves. Let me say that again. As long as you consider your primary mission to be reporting, the company you are working for will never have the financial leadership it deserves. Don't get me wrong, reporting is important. In school, we learned all about reporting and the proper way to do it. Early in our careers, we were trained on how to do reporting correctly and efficiently. We published monthly statements, and we spent a lot of time preparing for year-end because everything we did was going to be scrutinized by outside auditors. Unfortunately, this makes us great historians, but it does nothing to support the business we are a part of. The other important concept you need to be aware of is the primary mission of financial leadership. Our primary mission as financial leaders is to support the organization in driving the business. Once again, our primary mission as financial leaders is to support the organization in driving the business. It only took a day to understand how bad off the company really was. The accounting close took all month. The information required to run the company was on a month lag. It was impossible to take corrective action. The company did not have a budget or forecasting process. This is the guiding light or North Star of any business. Without it, the company will often go in directions it was not intended to go. The management team did not believe the numbers. I told one manager his team did poorly only to have him turn his back on me and walk away, saying he did not believe me. This is hard to believe, but this is more common in companies than you think. Receivables DSO was over 7 months, with some of the invoices well over a year old. Because of this, our customers did not respect us as business partners. They did like the interest-free loan, however. Bill payment was being managed by the CEO. Most of you know how time-consuming this can be. Having your CEO and founder tied up paying bills is a formula for disaster. There were multiple business segments, but no way of segmenting the profits. Imagine being responsible for a business and having your numbers blended in with everyone else's numbers. These are all symptoms of extremely poor financial leadership, and this company had more than their fair share. It's no wonder Bob was confused about what was happening to the company. So many problems, the business was crashing, and the solution has to come from the financial leader. I told you, it was scary. What would you do? How would you know which items to work on first? Here is how I did it. I think of it like triage in an emergency room and ask the question, how do I keep the business alive long enough to make the necessary changes? The good news is the first two steps are always the same. Step one is knowing you cannot do it alone. Make sure the operations team is on board. And step two is understanding where the cash will come from. Let's see how we did it. Step one. Remember step one? We got the operations team involved and motivated to drive the business. To motivate the team to drive the business, I developed the following slide presentation for them. This is running a business. And this is driving a business. Do you want to see that again? This is running a business. And this is driving a business. And then to finish it off, I asked the question, which do you want to be a part of? Step two, the most critical step, focus on cash. We had a lot of uncollected receivables to provide cash, so we focused on collecting old receivables. Absolutely nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing, happens without cash. When the business you are working for is in crisis, don't try to do it alone. You will fail. I called in a very capable friend that happened to be between jobs, and in a few months we had the cash flowing in and the AR balance going down. Step one and step two were complete, and the business was stabilized. Now we could focus on making permanent changes. The next thing we did was make sure the orders kept coming in, the bills were going out, and cash continued to be collected. We set up a daily performance report and measured sales, billing, and collections. This tool was critical in keeping the company focused on the key financial drivers. If the company you are leading does not have one, implement it right away. It will turn into a daily compass. We implemented a quick, accurate monthly close, allowing us to make business adjustments on a timely basis. We developed a roadmap to get a 5-day close and implemented it the following month. A lot of financial leaders do not believe this is important or even feasible. If this is you, or if the concept is new to you, there is a video in the library that will walk you through the process. Now it was time to clean up the FP&A process and get the operations team to believe the numbers. The cornerstone of the FP&A process is the forecast. The forecast does two things. It gives you a data point to validate your monthly results against, which will significantly improve the accuracy of the numbers. It also allows you to focus the operations team on driving the business towards a common goal. If you would like to learn more, there are videos in the library explaining all levels of FP&A. Next, we divided the business into business units and held monthly business meetings. This is the final piece needed to get the team focused on opportunities and corrective actions as necessary. It is also a great forum to get everyone aligned around and driving towards the monthly forecast. The library has a video on the monthly business meeting process and a software tool on the website called Forecaster that is designed to streamline this process. So now you know what to do. We started making the changes on day one, and it took about 3 months to get them integrated into the organization. You have a big role in the company, so no matter what situation you find yourself in, it's all about you knowing what and when and how to do it, and then providing the necessary leadership. This video is full of tools and ideas you can use to support the business you are involved in. Hopefully, the company you are working for only has a few of the symptoms we have discussed, but no matter what, it's your responsibility to deal with them and lead the team towards financial success. Always remember, drive your business with enthusiasm and enjoy the journey. Thank you for watching. We want to remind you that the content in this video is for you. If there is anything that is not clear, if there is something you need us to elaborate on, if you have any suggestions, we would love to hear from you. You can reach us at the number or email on the screen and we will get back to you. Please check out our library of videos and simple-to-use tools on the site. They are for you. The videos will walk you through additional topics such as financial planning and analysis, how to shorten your closing cycle, and how to execute an effective business meeting. Our goal is to support you in becoming the best financial leader you can be. Thanks again from the entire team at Forecaster.